What's going on, guys? It's Jimmy here. Welcome to our daily show where we discuss everything you need to know about on a daily basis and what's going on here in our country, including money, investing, the stock market, the fourth stimulus package update, and stimulus check update. If you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel yet, make sure to click the subscribe button down below. It's completely free to do so. And remember that new videos come out here every day at 10 a.m., 3 p.m., and 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Today is Russian President's Victory Day. This goes back to World War II. He had a major speech here today. You'll be surprised at what he's said here today. I'll show you some of that here. Also, President Biden has a new stimulus type program that will help millions of people here today. I'll show you that here as well. This could mean money directly. Well, this could mean free internet for your family as well. I'll show you that here on this program here, but potentially some other things here as well. So we've got a lot to talk about here today. Let's jump right in. So yeah, today, May 9th, by the way, happy Mother's Day from this past weekend. Hope you had a fabulous Mother's Day. Going from that to Victory Day for Russia. I know it's kind of a stark contrast there. But yeah, May 9th is Russia's Victory Day. It's kind of like a July 4th for us here in the U.S. or something similar to that, Independence Day for the U.S., Victory Day for Russia. This goes back to World War II, but they're also using this here for Ukraine. Here's kind of a glimpse into what happened here today in Russia. Check this out.
Russia. Failures on the battlefield in Ukraine don't stop Moscow from flaunting its military might, as we've been talking about the annual Victory Day parade. The parade commemorates the Soviet victory over Nazi Germany, and it just wrapped up in Moscow's Red Square. The celebration is taking on a new meaning this year as Vladimir Putin frames his invasion of Ukraine as a means to defeat a new wave of Nazism. And we'll put that in quotes. The New York Times described the event as a claim of rightful dominance over a lost empire, a day to galvanize public support for the war by slandering Ukraine as a successor to Nazi Germany. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky joined Western Europe yesterday to mark Victory in Europe Day. He also marked Victory Day today, saying in part, very soon there will be 2 Victory Days in Ukraine, and someone won't have any. We won then, and we will win now. NBC News senior international correspondent Keir Simmons is in Moscow this morning. We should note Russia is cracking down on journalists there, limiting what reporters can say under the threat of imprisonment. He filed this report.
Good morning. It was a defiant speech from President Putin here in Red Square. He railed against the West, accused NATO of funneling modern military equipment into Ukraine. He did also say the loss of each soldier is a tragedy for all of us, and we will do everything to help the families. But one military unit marching by here in Red Square chanted for Donbass. President Putin saying one of the units here had come straight from the fighting in Donbass. Every one of those marching will have colleagues in Ukraine here. This is Victory Day, a patriotic day across Russia and here in Red Square. One man telling us here that he is certain that Russia will be victorious in Ukraine. A woman saying, just like in 1945 we won, we will win again. Back to you.
All right. Thank you so much, Keir. Richard Haas, fascinating. What do you take from what we didn't hear today? Also, the Times report last week that Putin is holding back on some of his more deadly, more destructive tools that he could be using right now. I'm wondering whether you may believe that Putin is a bit more rational than we first expected, or that, everybody's saying he was irrational. And whether he just finds himself a man who thought he was going to get away with something that the West finally, after 20 years, decided to stop.
Well, two things, Joe. First, I thought today's speech was dispirited. It was almost as if he mailed it in. It was short, nothing new, it was flat. He had nothing new to add. And once again, he repeated the line basically of Russia as victim. This was something they had to do. It was almost once again to absolve himself of responsibility. This was in fact, a war of choice. What I took from it on the policy side is essentially he's now simply hunkering down for a long slog. That this next phase of the war is going to involve the massing a large number of troops. There's not going to be a single decisive battle this week or next week. But this is the new normal. And so he wasn't promising anything new, no new expectations, just essentially getting ready for this long battle, this siege, if you will, to come. But essentially the tank was empty there.
Hey, Richard, how does he do that? I mean, first of all, we hear that they may be running very short on guided munitions, that obviously the economic sanctions, while not crippling them now, certainly puts them in a position they don't want to be in. They obviously have their closest ally, China, who will likely grow more impatient over time. How does he drag this war out into a war of attrition over a year or two with all the economic sanctions and political sanctions attached?
Look, he's got to be a little bit disappointed, Joe, with China's help or lack of it. The Chinese are clearly being careful so they don't get caught up in the web of sanctions. He's still got time on the sanctions that exist. The energy sanctions that are just been announced will take a while to kick in. They still don't affect gas. He's still going to be getting hundreds and hundreds of $millions a day. But I think this question of how long they can sustain an intense military encounter is a legitimate question. So one possibility is it's not that intense, that this simply becomes a long siege. For Putin right now, it's the reason he won't sign a peace agreement. He has to avoid anything that punctuate his losing. He doesn't have to win. He just has to not lose. And losing would mean two things: a massive military rout or an agreement he feels compelled to sign that would essentially acknowledge that he hasn't won. So my guess is he's almost reversed things, almost like the guerrilla. In the guerrilla war, he is going to try to win by not losing.
And yeah, with that being said, the G7 countries are said to be phasing out Russian oil. The U.S. has already done this, but now other major countries apparently will be phasing out buying Russian oil. If and when that happens, that's the majority of Russia's economy. The group of seven G7 nations committed on Sunday to ban or phase out imports of Russian oil, and the U.S. unveiled sanctions against Gazprom Bank executives and other businesses to push Moscow for its war against Ukraine. G7 country leaders said, quote, "We commit to phase out our dependency on Russian energy, including by phasing out or banning the import of Russian oil. We will ensure that we do so in a timely and orderly fashion. We will work together and with our partners to ensure stable and sustainable global energy supplies and affordable prices for consumers." Now, the more and more countries that ban Russian oil, the less money going into Russia, and the more pressure that this pushes on to Putin and Russia to essentially find a way for them to end the war, just find an excuse for them to end the war, whatever reason they want to come up with to end the war. Like they said in that video, that it's likely they don't want to come out as losers. They want to just find a way to end the war. The main thing that needs to happen here is that we need to find a way to not have nuclear war. If we have nuclear war, it's worst case scenario for a lot of things, for human life, for the planet, for the stock market, for the economy. That's just like worst case scenario. We don't want to get in a nuclear war battle for anybody. It's just would be the worst. Meanwhile, today, the Biden administration announces an expansion of the free high-speed internet to eligible U.S. households. This means that millions of Americans will now be eligible for reduced cost or potentially free internet. That's right, free internet. Here are the details. Check this out. The Biden administration secured commitments from 20 major internet service providers to increase speeds or cut prices so that tens of millions of eligible U.S. households can receive free high speed internet, the White House announced here on Monday. So this is really, really good news. This is a type of stimulus type program. I mean, hey, if you were paying for internet before and you now get it free, this is a really, really good program. We know that internet can cost an extremely amount of money. In fact, let's just see here. How much does the average high-speed internet cost? About $60 a month. Yeah, and it says prices can range from 20 to 100. I don't know if you can get high-speed internet for $20 a month. Maybe if you were getting that $30 a month off the previously internet package that I had mentioned before. I know that they were phasing that out. I'm not sure what the status of that is now. Um, but here is the details of new. So if you're saving $60 a month, that's a lot. I mean, that starts to add up quickly. Here are the details of this new details. The commitments build on the Affordable Connectivity Program. That's the new version of that program, which was created through the bipartisan infrastructure package. That was one of the details, one of the good things out of that package, and provided eligible families with $30 a month off their internet bill, like I mentioned. Quote, here in the United States, how many times have you seen a mom or dad drive up to a parking lot outside of McDonald's just so they can get connected to the internet so they can do their homework during the pandemic? Wow. It's just not who we are, says President Biden. He called on the need for high speed internet pretty consequential and said it's not a luxury item but a necessity. New commitments announced here today mean internet service providers will increase speeds or cut prices to ensure that all ACP eligible households receive high speed, high quality internet plans for no more than $30 per month and in a lot of cases free. Quote, you may have gotten used to slow speeds. You maybe would have to pay some more out of pocket to get faster than you wanted. That's why the Biden administration has worked with the private sector to fix that. About 48 million households are eligible for the ACP program, which is nearly 40% of US households. Wow, that's a lot. As of February, more than 10 million households were enrolled in the program. So there's still a lot more people here that can enroll. And we'll go over the details here in a minute. Biden and Vice President Harris will announce the reduced high speed internet costs on Monday as part of their efforts to lower costs for the U.S. families amid inflation that has plagued Biden's approval ratings. Quote, my top priority is fighting inflation and lowering prices for families and things they need. Today's announcement is going to give millions of families a little more breathing room to help them pay their bills, like an internet bill, I guess. Yeah, the bipartisan infrastructure bill included $65 billion to expand access to broadband internet around the U.S., and it's good that they're using that money directly for the people. Yeah. In the past, $30 a month meant you had to settle for slow internet service unless you wanted to pay a heck of a lot more out of pocket. I believe that meant that you just couldn't have the highest speed, if I recall correctly. Large providers like AT&T, Comcast, and Verizon, as well as smaller providers serving rural areas like Jackson Energy Authority in Tennessee and Comporium in North Carolina, made the commitment to free internet. Yeah. This is a case where big businesses stepped up. I'm trying to get others to do the same with inflation, but these guys are the best, he joked. Households qualify for the ACP program based on their income and through participation in a federal program like Pell Grants, Medicaid, or Supplemental Security Income (SSI). Yeah, so apparently 40% of American are going to apply, be eligible for this. The administration will launch getinternet.gov, which provides information on how to sign up for this program and will coordinate with states and cities to spread the word, including through text messages to eligible residents and officials said. So I just went to this website. This is the website. You want to write this down: getinternet.gov. Getinternet.gov, all one word. And when you go to it, it'll look like this. And you scroll down here. It's got a bunch of words. It says that you can get high-speed internet for no more than $30 per month. Eligible families who pair their ACP benefit with one of these plans can receive high-speed internet at no cost. So you can get, depending on how much your income is and what you qualify for, it looks like you can get high-speed internet for anywhere from free to no more than $30 per month. Okay, so this is, I think it's part of the ACP program. That's the program that used to be $30 a month off your internet bill. I think they're kind of just like changing it. Okay. So if you were on this before, if this is just kind of coming out, but I think if you were only getting $30 a month off your internet before, and I think you're gonna probably have to go to this website and re-sign up. I'm not sure because this is just coming up. Yeah, this is just really coming up here. It says your household may be eligible to receive a monthly discount. There are several ways to qualify. You can sign up right here on the website, or you can mail it in. But it's probably easier to go through the website. Qualify through a government assistance program or qualify using your household income. You could put your household income here, and then select your household size, and then your state, and then probably put your income. Put your income amount in here. You can send it in by mail. It also says you can sign up through your existing internet service provider if it participates in the program. Participating companies may ask you to apply through their company's own application process. So if you don't want to switch internet providers, you might need to call them. Now be aware that contact a participating internet service provider to choose an internet plan. Once your application is approved, contact a participating internet service provider to choose a plan and apply for your benefit. More information on how to apply can be found at this website, or you can call this phone number, 877-384-2575. They also have a list of service providers here on this website. You can look here. A lot of the big ones are here: AT&T, Cox, Spectrum, Verizon. And they also have that other program here they used to before, where you can, if you need help getting a tablet or computer, you can get a one-time discount of up to $100 off as well. They offer a minimum of 100 megabytes per second download speed. So some really good news here. Again, the website for this is getinternet.gov. Getinternet.gov, not .com, .gov. So let me know down below in the comments if you guys go through this process and apply, how it works. I know this might take a little bit of time for everybody to figure it out. But I know the old version of this program where you got $30 off your internet bill, our community here had thousands of people that got that, maybe even tens of thousands of people from our community here that got that and had it for many, many months. I don't know, maybe even over a year since it came out. And if I recall correctly, it used to be $50 a month. God, that was so long ago. correct me if I'm wrong there, but God, that's so far back. I think it used to be $50 a month, and then it went down to $30 a month. Just here at the start of this year, something like that. Um, and then now they're changing it again. But now you can apparently get it for free, or at the most you'll pay $30 a month. Different people are gonna qualify for different versions of it. So let me know your thoughts here. Very exciting that you can get it for free. That's amazing. So I guess we'll have to go through this and see how it works. So let me know your thoughts here in the comments. I'll keep you up to date on this as we kind of work through this, and I'll have reminders on this because I know that not every person is going to see this particular video. So yeah, but this is a good one. This is going to be a really good one here. So let me know your thoughts here in the comments. And hey, free internet. I mean, we're saving $60 a month. That's amazing. So, yeah, make sure to share this video with your friends and family so that they can sign up for this. Um, yeah, really, really good program here. So make sure to subscribe down below as well. If you haven't yet, it's completely free to do so. After subscribing, click the bell icon after you subscribe so you get notifications when we go live. There's also a share button down below. You can click that and get a link to share this video with your friends or family that need to know about this as well so that they can get free internet or severely reduced internet as well. That's a really great program. Really good announcement here today. So let me know your thoughts. I'll keep you up to date here. And just one more thing that can save people a lot of money or even free. Really cool here. So you can click here to watch my newest video next. And you can click here on another pretty big stimulus package that was just announced here as well. So thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you in the next video.